Hey everyone, so our lesson for today is all about typical and atypical development among children. So, with my co-reporters, CJ, Kyla, and Rafael. Objectives of the study. This chapter intends to help you develop the following competences. First is to identify typical and atypical milestones in the various stages of child development and differentiate typical and atypical development of children in various stages of their development. Introduction. Have you ever wondered how children develop? Maybe at one time you have compared their development with your siblings or cousin of yours. Children do not grow at the same rate or a same time. Knowing their capabilities can help you to cope with them. Find out more about their development as this chapter focuses on the typical and atypical development among children from infancy to adolescence. So, the introduction of this study is to help you understand on how children development at a time. So, the first one is all about child development and its importance. Child development and in its importance. The period of childhood development is arguably the most important period of life. To reach their full potential, children need to appropriate support from families, education, and healthcare professionals during this stage. To ensure that a child meets his or her development milestone, it is crucial to observe and monitor his or her development. For others, checking the milestone can help detect any difficulties at a particular stage. So, child development and its important is the most important period of life. Um, to reach their potential or the appropriate development, um, kailangan ng support from the families sa education like teacher and in other healthcare professional para ma-develop yung yung isang bata sa period na ito. Child development theories. During the early 20th century, interest in child development began, especially that focused on detecting abnormalities and to appreciate the growth of a child that had been experienced during from birth to adolescence. So, during the early 20th century daw, nagkaroon ng interest kung paano nga ba nade-develop yung isang bata hanggang sa pagtanda nito. So, the first theory is theory of Erik Erikson about psychosocial development. This is an age-stage theory that describes the changes goes through in a lifetime. The main focus of Erikson theory is the conflicts or crisis on experience through social interaction. Starting from birth, each person is faced with a conflict that needs to be resolved since it has an impact on the function of the succeeding stages. If one successfully overcome the crisis of each stage, a, psycho- a psychological virtue emerges. So, yung psychosocial development theory ni Erik Erikson has a each stage theories that describe changes through a lifetime. Kumbaga, describe dito yung isang lifetime ng isang tao through um, from infant to older adults. So, the eight stages of psychosocial development theory ni Erik Erikson is from infant, toddler, preschooler, grade schooler, teenager, young adult, middle-aged adult, older adult. B. Cognitive development theory of Jean Piaget. So this theory is concerned with the thought process of a person and how they are used to understand and interact with the environment. Piaget's theory focus on children's intellectual development and has 4 stages. So, yung cognitive development naman ni theory ni Jean Piaget is naka-focus sa pag-develop ng intellectual ng isang bata. It has 4 stages, which is sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, formal operational stage. So, yung sensory motor stage, birth to 2 years old, a child knowledge is limited to use his or her senses. Kaya nga nasabing sensory motor stage, kumbaga sa stage na to, yung bata is limited lang sa paggamit ng senses niya. Second one is the pre-operational rather, stage. 2 to 6 years old, a child learns through the use of language. However, mental manipulation of information does not take place yet. So, sa pre-operational stage naman, yung child is natututo kung paano ba gamitin yung isang lengguwahe. Number 3, concrete operational stage. 7 to 11 years old, a child begins to think logically and have a better understanding of mental operations. So sa concrete operational stage naman, yung isang bata na 7 to 11 years old ay marunong na mag-isip logically and mas malinaw na or mas better na yung pag-uunawa nila sa mga mental operations na nangyayari sa paligid nila. Lastly, formal operational stage, 12 years old to adulthood, a person has the ability to think in abstract concepts. So, sa stage na to, sinasabi ni Jean Piaget na 12 years old to adulthood, yung tao daw or yung human ay may abilidad na mag-isip through abstract concept or other scenario in life. Yes. Letter C. The theory of Lev Vygotsky, which is socio-cultural. So this theory believes that children learn actively through hands-on experience. Vygotsky highlights the importance of other people, such as parents, caregivers, and peers in the development of children. Culture plays an integral role as well. Interaction with others allows learning to be integrated in the child understanding of the world. So, the theory naman is ni Albert Bandura, which is the social learning theory. This theory believes that learning takes place through observation and modeling. As a child observes the action of the people in his or her environment, new information is acquired and new skills are developed. So, yung pinagkaiba sa socio-cultural and social learning theory ni Albert Bandura, yung socio-cultural is nakafocus, yung theory na to, pinaniniwalaan na yung isang bata is matututo actively through hands-on experience. Kumbaga, the socio-cultural theory, natututo yung isang bata sa pamamagitan ng mga experience na naranasan niya. Also, kaya nga tinawag na socio-cultural kasi yung culture ay nag it plays an integral role as well interaction. Kumbaga sa culture, dito inaalaw yung mga bata na matuto sa buhay or sa mundo. While on the other hand, yung social learning theory naman, um, yung isang bata is na is nade-develop through observation and modeling. Like paghuhugas. Siyempre, through habang through observation and modeling, natututo siya na, ganito pala maghugas. Like ganon. Kaya nga, this theory believes that learning takes place through observation and modeling. Kung paano ba, kung how ba gawin yung isang bagay through observation. Next, let me introduce you the next reporter, which is CJ Ramos.
Thank you, Miss Mata. So let's us now proceed to identifying the difference between typical and atypical development. But before that, let me explain something. So the development of a child usually follows a predictable pattern. So there are certain skills and abilities that are observed as gain in a child development. These are called development milestones. An example of this is sitting, bubbling, and following direction. However, each child is unique. With this, not all reach a milestone at the same time as the terms of typical and atypical development. So let us define the two terms. In a typical development, it refers to the normal progression where children grow by acquiring knowledge, skills, and behaviors, called development milestone. While in a typical development, this is a term used when a development does not follow normal summers. So a child is developing atypical when she or he reaches a milestone earlier or later than other children, his or her age. So there is no clear way to identify whether the child is developing typically or atypically. However, there are three commonly accepted principles of a child development that one should look into. These are the principles. The first one is rate of development differs from children. The second, development occurs in a relatively orderly process. And the last one is the development takes place gradually. The domain development. According to this, the world domain refers the specific aspect of growth and change. And it has the four major domains. The development are physical, cognitive, language, and social emotional. The first one is physical domain. Covers development of physical changes, which includes growing and strength, as well as the development of both gross motor skills and fine motor skills. The physical domain include develop, dev- develop, the development of senses and using them. From the word from the word itself, physical refers to the development of physical changes, like for example, the size and the strength of a child. This development, of course, in both gross and fine motors according to this, and the development of senses and their users were also part of physical domain, which is the influence of illness and nutrition. Next one is the cognitive domain. Includes intellectual development and creativity. As they develop cognitively, kids gain the ability to process thoughts, pay attention, develop memories, understand their surroundings, express creativity, as well as to make, implement, and accomplish plan. These domains explain that the construction of true process, which includes remembering, problem solving, and decision making. The next one is the social emotional domains. Includes a child growing understanding and control of their emotions. They also begin to identify what others are feeling, develop the ability to cooperate, show empathy, and use moral reasoning. This domain includes developing attachments to other, learning how to interact with them rather. According to this, that the child experience expression and management of emotion along with the ability to establish positive relationship with others. So this include the both interpersonal and intrapersonal processes that takes place in a child. That's it what we call social and emotional domain. The last one is the language development. According to this presentation, is dependent on the other developmental domains. The ability to communicate with others grow from infancy, but children develop these abilities at different rates. These include the phonology, pragmatics, semantics, and syntax. But let me discuss what is language development. According to this development refers the process of acquiring language in a consistent order, meaning without the need for explicit teaching from the environment. The phonology, creating the sounds of speech. Pragmatics, communicating verbally and non-verbally in social media. Semantics, understanding the rules of what words mean. Syntax, using grammar and quoting sentences. This four will help the children to have a understanding about the language that they are using. The next one is the stages of child's development. Infancy. So let us now proceed to this. So the R stages along with age are used as ranges to mark significant period in a human development timeline. So its the stage growth and development occur in the four domain mentioned above. So these are the stage we have been infancy. That is the first 0 to 2 years old. We have the early childhood, 3 to 8 years old, the middle childhood, 9 to 11 years old, and the adolescence. In infancy, the, the baby is these stages of a child development will be discussed by Miss Kyla Sandrino. Please proceed.
Thank you, CJ. Let's talk about the topic of typical and atypical development during the early childhood. Developmental milestone. Let's talk about the topic of typical and atypical development during the infancy. Developmental milestones are things most children can do by certain age. Children reach milestone in how deeply learn, speak, and move. Developmental milestone fall in the categories of developmental called domain. The first is the physical domain. It's about how children use their parties miss the physical growth and strengthening a child's bone muscles and ability to move and touch his hair surrounding. The most important reason for monitoring a child whether a child development is on track. Here's the example of typical developmental children is the whole heads without supports, push legs down with the feet, or in the flat surface sits without support and drill over falls walks began to run. Well, a typical development of children example is not hold in the head up and cannot see without support. And social emotional is about the children interact with other and show emotion. Example of typical development of the child and people shy or afraid to the strangers and sights when caregivers leaves. Well, a typical example of development of a child first is a does not smell and show no affection, and the last does not recognize a familiar people. Let's now proceed the language of communication. This domain is about the children express their needs and share what they are thinking, as well as understand what is said to them. Typical development of the children examples first is the making her bubbling sounds. Without typical development of the child, here is an example. First, it does not see the single word and does not speak in the sentence. And the last domain is the cognitive. This domain is about the children learn new things and solve problems. It includes how to join explores their environment and figure out. Here the example of typical development of the children. What's your thinking as they recognize people at a distance and explore things in a various ways? Well, in a typical development of children's example is does not watch things as they move and does not know what to do with common object. Let's come now the typical and atypical development during early childhood. It is a period of life and show growth and rapid of development. Most of psychologists level of this stage as the exploratory and questioning stage, since the children enjoy and discovering a new things in their surrounding. I thought the develop may be a typical and typical development. In physical domain, example of typical and development of children are runs wells and climbs the easily. And useful this while in atypical is falls down often and needs help in the physical activity. In social emotional is an example of typical development. It is show affection, cooperates with other children, show concern and sympathy, show more independence. While the atypical development does not want to play with others and usually withdraw. The language of typical development. Here the example. Speak clearly and tell and retell stories. Well, the atypical development has a clear speech and can tell stories accurately. And the last domain is the cognitive. Here the example of typical development. The plays make believe, work with simple toys, name, colors, and number, show the developmental of mental skill. While the atypical development of the children is does not play with simple toys or make believe and loses skills once had. Oh. Typical and atypical development during the middle childhood range to 9 to 11 years old. Middle childhood Middle childhood is a stage that brings various changes in a child's life. Independence is a characteristic that children in this stage asserts. Developing friendship is another milestone that is evident. In this stage, children should be given tasks to develop their sense of responsibility to further their growing independence. So in the middle childhood, in this stage, in this stage, um, this stage brings various changes in a child's life. So sa stage na to, nagkakaroon ng mga changes sa buhay ng isang bata. Also, independence rather, is a characteristic that children in this stage assert. So, sa stage na to, nade-develop yung independence ng isang bata. Kumbaga, marunong na siyang magsarili. So, to our next reporter is, let me introduce you, Rafael.